Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Anisha's Decora, and I am Anisha. So if you have been following me for all this time, thank you so much for your support and love. And if you are watching my channel for the first time, hi, I am Anisha. I make content related to DIY, travel, and everything aesthetic, I will say. I'm also from India, but I've recently moved to the Netherlands. And in this video we are going to talk about a few things that are different in the Netherlands. So let's start this video. Okay, so to start off with the first thing, in the Netherlands everyone drives on the right side of the road. Yeah, okay. Which is exactly opposite to that in India. I have a hard time understanding if it's right hand left hand, but it's a right hand drive, and your steering is in the left side. Yes, so that took a while for me to get adjusted to, although I do not drive, but because everyone drives on the right side, so the traffic rules are also accordingly set. Okay, number 2, you do not have to stop for the cars when you are crossing a road on the zebra crossing. So for example, if I have a zebra crossing and I want to cross the road, I can directly walk on the zebra crossing and the cars will stop for me. So this was like the biggest change for me.
Right now I'm crossing a road and I'm walking directly on the zebra crossing. The car has stopped for me. Also, the red path that you see is the bike lane.
Okay, so the third is language. So if you didn't know, English is not the main language in the Netherlands, it is Dutch. So I know almost everyone speaks in English, but you still have to know bits and pieces of Dutch, because whether it is your grocery shopping or your traffic signal, or even when you are in the tram or metro, they always make the announcements in Dutch, and then they sometimes make the announcement in English, but mostly they make it in Dutch. So you have to know bits and pieces, like I said, bits and pieces of Dutch. You at least have to know what the daily items are called, even the direction on your grocery items, like on the back of your product, they are in Dutch. So somehow you have to learn Dutch. I know there is Google Translate, but it's always good to know a new language. And over time I have learned a few things, but somehow I still don't feel confident talking in Dutch, because the pronunciations are very different. It's not the same as English. But even though a lot of people speak Dutch, but still, if you say, for example, someone who comes to your house for handiwork, or someone who is like the more older people, they sometimes don't feel comfortable speaking in English, and sometimes they also speak broken English. So you need to at least know what they are trying to say, so that you can maybe reply in English. Even I have encountered situations where I was trying to tell the person at the cash counter something and they did not understand, but they were very helpful. They tried their best, and when they couldn't, they usually bring someone over and they translate it for you. So they help out, but I think it always helps if you know a little bit of the local language, and especially the expressions. They sometimes help when you're going to order something, or saying like thank you or bye to someone. So these are the first things that you know, and that you can start feeling more comfortable like that. So if you speak in English, then try to speak very, very slowly, and try to, for the most part, I will say, try to avoid complex sentence structures. So you speak very plain English so that it's easy for them, and it's also easy for you to express yourself. So that's about the language. I had given an exam actually, which was an A1 level, which is a very beginner level for Dutch. And it was not very difficult, but the pronunciations are the difficult part. But still, if you are here, then give an effort, try to learn the language. Okay, point number 4. When you're grocery shopping, there is no price mentioned on the packages of things. Again, something very different from in India, because in India mostly everything has their price written at the back of it. Here you don't have it. They have like crates or counters, and the items are kept there and the price is mentioned on that place. So you don't have any price written on anything.
So here we are shopping for some fish, and as you can see they are all kept together and the prices are written in the green and the white boxes.
Okay, now this was very interesting for me. When I came here, I saw that there were some parking which are specially allocated to physically handicapped person, which is really good. I don't know why we do not think about it more, but there are a lot of people, and accessibility in general is a very good thing here. You have so many places which are accessible to people using a wheelchair, or even there are certain cases where you have accessibility if you're carrying a stroller. So these things are taken into account. Like I said, you have specific parking for physically handicapped people, and that's amazing. Alright, now this is also very interesting, which is gender neutral toilets. What? I have never heard of a gender neutral toilet until we went to I think we went to some experience in Amsterdam, and I saw that there are actual real gender neutral toilets. And okay, now coming to the topic of toilets and washrooms, there is a family room or a baby changing station in almost every toilet. Every toilet that we have been to, and we have quite a few friends who have infants and very small children. So I have always seen that there is a family room. A family room essentially means where the mother or the father, either one of them, either one of the genders, can go in and change the diaper of the child, or if something has happened, you can go in and attend to your child basically. And it's amazing, you know. And these small things, I think I would never have been able to really see if I didn't come here, and if I didn't see children, my friends have with children. And when I see them with children and struggle for things like changing diapers, or you know, just attending to their child, we know how difficult it is sometimes to really predict what a child is going to do the next moment. And when you have places like the family room, it gets so much easier. So as you have seen in some of my vlogs, we did a road trip, and everywhere when we used the washroom, all the washrooms are mostly payable, so you have to pay to use the toilet. But say for example, you have used the toilet, usually the toilets are with like a store, like some kind of a departmental store, and then you have the toilet with that. If you've given say €1 or 70 cents to use the toilet, then you can buy something from that departmental store and your credit gets used up.
Thank you so much for watching this video. See you all in the next one, which is going to be about general life in the Netherlands. So stay tuned. Till then, bye bye.